Why use video anyway? And actually, why you're not using video. There's probably a few reasons. Maybe you don't like yourself, how you look on camera. If you're a female, most likely you want to be fixed up before you go on camera, hair, makeup, and maybe it's a no makeup day. So there's a lot of reasons why you may not be using video. But I want to talk today about why video is going to be a benefit to you. So my name is Valerie Pugsley, Inspired Strategic Solutions. I do coaching and consulting for marketing and mindset. In the description below, there's a link to a free gift. If you haven't gotten it, make sure you do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos that go up. Right now I'm in the middle of a challenge called SSSVEDA. So I'm vlogging every day in the month of April, and today we're going to talk about why video would be a good thing for you. So the first thing is it's leverage, right? You get leverage. You can get more bang for your buck. I was at a networking event, and I love networking events and meeting people the one-to-one, and this gentleman wanted to have a one-to-one with me. So he and I are going to talk one-to-one. And he's still wanting to do everything very old school, drive here, drive there. That takes a ton of time. I'm not saying that we don't ever do that, but just initially to get to know people and things, that's kind of a long way to go. What if you had videos already created that talked about some of the things or a way for somebody to get to know you, and when you meet somebody, you can say, hey, you know what, if you're maybe you're talking about something, a struggle that they're having, you say, hey, I have a video that I did on that, let me send it to you. You send them the video. Now they're going to make that connection because you've already had that connection, and they're going to be more connected to you, which is actually, I think I've gone on to my next point already, but it's leverageable, right? Because you can record it once and you can use it over and over again. And within YouTube and other platforms, there are things that you can do so that your video can get found. So if you have one video and it gets watched 25 times, some people might think, 25, that's not very much. But 25, if you had a room full of 25 people, I mean, how cool would that be, right? Especially like if you're in direct sales or something, you would be glad to have a room of 25 people. So video is a way that you can leverage yourself, right? You can record it once, you can use it over and over again, and you can easily reach more than just one person with your video. The next reason why video is useful is it's an easy way to add value to somebody else's life. In fact, in one of these other Veda challenges, I talked about my gift, and it's wanting to provide value to people. I'll link it in the description below. It's a way that we can educate potential customers. It's a way we can provide value to somebody even if they don't use us. So think about this as if you're let's say you're a service provider of some sort. You could be a photographer, and you hear about these horror stories for photographers, or maybe you're a plumber and you hear horror stories. Educate the people, whether they use you or not. Let them know what things they should be looking for in a service provider. Help them so that they don't become those horror stories. And if you become that trusted expert and you're in a place, in an area where you can serve, guess what? They're going to come to you first. So provide value. Connection. So another way that video is useful is that it creates a connection. Now I'm talking to you, but I honestly don't know who the you is, but I have some yous in mind, right? Some of my videos I share with you, I talk about people who I've encountered, so I can keep that person in mind. But I'm not really connecting with you on a one-to-one basis. However, you are connecting to me. So when we view a video, we start feeling connected to that person. We're getting to know that person. Even though they're not getting to know us, we're getting to know them. And so we feel connected. So there's a connection that happens. So for you, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in life, whether you're trying to make the world a better place, do you have some sort of a business and you're trying to help people with your product or your service? Maybe you're a charity and you're trying to do good in the world, and you have needs, you have donors, you need people to share the word. Video can do all of these things for you in a way that's better than just written content, better than just audio. So that's another way, connection. And then the last way that I'm going to illustrate here today is content. So if you have an email list, which is something I think almost all businesses could benefit from, you're needing to create content. Not everybody's a grammarian, right, or really good at writing and things like that, and spell check and blah 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 and all of that kind of stuff. And I know I do that too. But sometimes it's easier because whatever it is that we're doing for a service provider or something, we know our stuff, we know our content. It's much easier just to speak it than to have to format it all in the written word. Which isn't to say that that's bad and not useful, but it's just, it can be easier to do the video. So it creates content. This is content that you can use on your social media platforms. You can use it in your email lists, and you can use it a lot of places. Kind of like I said at the beginning, right? Leverage. It's something that you can create once and use over and over again. So I encourage my clients to use video so that you can use it in their email list to create content. All of these things that I mentioned here before. In groups, that's another way I forgot to mention. So like if you have a Facebook group. So lots of ways to use the content. If this is something that you need help with, please reach out to me. Again, I told you there's a free gift in the descriptions below. Get that, and at that bottom of that first email, just hit reply and let me know how I can help you if you're struggling with getting going with video, or you're not quite sure what to talk about. If you need help with your email marketing, there's lots of ways I can help you with your marketing and your mindset, right? Because a lot of times the reason why we're not doing our marketing is because something's amiss up above. Ask me how I know, because I've had to work through a lot of it. I hope you have found this helpful. I hope this encourages you to push the publish button and start recording videos. If you want to join us for SSSVEDA, there'll be links for that in the description below. Don't worry that it's not the 1st of April. Just start where you're at. Join us. Valerie Pugsley, thanks for joining me. I hope you've gotten some value out of this. I hope I've encouraged you to get started doing Veda, or get started using video. And again, love to stay connected with you. Subscribe, connect with me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.